What's up, guys? So this week I've got a few more practice tips for you that will immediately start helping your coin magic look smoother and better. And these are all easy things you can start doing today. I'll even talk about a few different camera hacks you can use so you can start filming yourself practicing, which you should be doing. I'm going to talk about all this and a little bit more. So let's go. Greetings and welcome back. Thanks for joining me again this week. I want to thank all of you who have recently subscribed. Had a huge response on the last video, and I think I may have touched on a hot topic. So this week I want to give some more practice advice and little tips you can do to immediately start helping your coin magic. And if this is your first time watching, be sure to check out some of my older videos where I give advice and tips on vanishes, other techniques. I teach my own stuff. I talk about good beginner resources to help you get started in coin magic. And of course, I do giveaways about once a month. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. I also want to say a huge thank you to all of you who have purchased something off my website in this past week. I just announced it last week, but I've had a huge amount of support come in, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. If you'd like to check out the website, go to rickholcomb.bigcartel.com, and I'll put that in the description for you. So far there's just 2 items up there right now, but I hope to be putting up more of my stuff in the upcoming months. And I'm unable to create a review system for the products, so if you feel compelled to spread, by word of mouth, let people know that website's up there. Let people know to check out this channel. If you like what you're seeing and you're getting value out of this, please let people know. So like I mentioned today, I want to talk about a few more tips you can use immediately to start improving your coin magic. Now, the cool thing about coins is they're so portable. And with the information I gave last week in the video, we were talking about one coin. We went through a drill and a one coin routine. So if you are passionate about improving your coin magic and getting better, the easiest thing to start doing is carry a coin on you every day, all day long. Just carry it in your pocket. Whenever you have idle time, you're going to go through these drills or that one coin routine you're working on. It doesn't have to be the one we went over. Like I said, I urge you to create your own that's tailored to you and what you're working on or your goals that you're trying to achieve. So the easiest way to get started is always have a coin in your hand. You can walk around with classic palm all day long. Do your normal tasks, drink coffee, type, write. I wouldn't suggest driving, but I've done it and lost a few coins under the seat and whatnot. But go around your daily life with a coin in classic palm, and then work that coin into other palms just as you go about your life. And if you're sitting on the couch, that's a great time to practice a coin roll and other moves. So the easiest way to get started is always have a coin in your hand. Get used to the feel of the coin. A big part of what makes coin magic look good is the effortlessness. So the more used to the coin that you are, the better the things you're doing are going to look. You're going to learn how to eliminate tension whenever you're palming a coin, no matter the position of the coin, because you've walked around all day long adjusting positions in different palms. So when you look at your favorite coin magicians, they all have one thing in common, just this smoothness you can't describe and you don't know how to achieve. It's because they've been doing it for years and years, and their hands look the same with a coin or without a coin. So start having a coin in your hand all day long, and you'll begin to achieve that look of just relaxed effortlessness in everything you execute. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about, and I mentioned in another video, the video about which coins to choose. As you practice, try stepping up a size. So if you mostly use half dollars, carry around a dollar coin in your pocket and go through these drills in your one coin routine with this larger coin. Then when you get home, get those half dollars out and go through your drills again, and you'll find it to be so much easier and the stuff will look smoother. Now, if you're used to dollar coins, try stepping it up to a silver eagle. Now these are just a tad larger than a dollar coin. Another option is poker chips. Now these are the same size as silver eagles, but much thicker. The thing about poker chip though is you don't have the weight that you do with silver. And for me, the weight of silver helps me a lot with different moves that I do in Coin Magic. So if anything, I would go bigger and heavier than what I normally use. So consider that in your practice. So it's kind of like when a baseball player is getting ready to step up to the plate and you see them off to the side with the weighted bat, and they're just warming up with the weight of that bat. So when they finally get up to swing, they feel like they have all this extra strength. So what you're doing is extending your abilities so that when you step down in size, everything becomes much easier and effortless. The second thing I wanted to talk about is carrying your coins. So you may just have one coin in your pocket and that can just be loose in your pocket. Or you may have a number of coins you like to carry around depending on what you're working on at the time. So I wanted to talk about coin purses. And I hate the word purses, but it's what it is. So long ago, I, like many people, bought this purse. It's a Goshman style purse. They're kind of hard to find these days, but if you search Goshman style coin purse, hopefully something like this will pop up. Now this is actual leather and there's some that are made out of vinyl. I don't recommend those. Just go for the real thing. And this is a good coin purse to start out with. I don't recommend the old style looking purses with the clasp up here that you twist apart and open. It looks kind of grandma-ish to me. They're very similar looking to this, all black, but kind of squared off here. The reason I like this is you don't have to show it if you don't want. It fits nicely in your hand and you can take it out of your pocket and open it and get the coins out without ever displaying it like a coin purse. I still do carry one of these every day on me with this particular set of coins, which I'll get into later. But if you're familiar with the trick, Cop Sil Brass, I have the coins in here for that trick. But I can basically perform 90% of what I know out of this one purse. So that's just a side note, and maybe I'll talk about in a later video, but just getting the most out of very little. So I carry that on me still to this day. Another purse I wanted to talk about was this style. It looks more like a wallet. And I liked this for a while just because it wasn't purse looking, but I eventually stopped using it because it felt more awkward over time to get stuff out of here, close it up like that. And of course it's a little bit larger than this one, so that takes up more pocket space. In addition to my normal wallet, I eventually gave up on this one. This was from a website called leatherology.com, and I'm not sure if they still make it. They have many different leather products and they have other coin wallets on there too. So give them a look if you're just shopping around. The third one I use, and I carry this on me every day. This was made by a friend of mine. It's just a triangular, it's one piece. There's no hidden pockets or anything like that. It's one piece of leather that folds up like that. You can open it on either side, but like I said, there's no secret pockets. There is a triangular wallet out there made by Tony Miller that does have a secret element to it. He makes all the card to wallet wallets, and I highly recommend his work. I've met him and talked to him, and he's a hilarious human being. So go support him, at least look at his website. So the reason I love this one is that it's not feminine looking at all, but it still does the job, and it's a nice big opening. So if you wanted to get one coin out of here or the whole set, it's a big large opening to get what you want. And again, it just looks cool. It's a triangle. These are widely available online. If you search, a good website is Etsy.com. A lot of handmade goods, and you're supporting that artist. This was made by a friend of mine. He's not a magician, but he just does leather as a hobby. But if you want to support him, you can go to suburbanwilderness.com, and he still sells these along with regular wallets. I have this wallet from him too, just a nice slim credit card wallet, and he's got other bags and stuff on there. So if you want to support him, you can go there. But these are widely available in different sizes all over the internet. The last coin purse, coin wallet I want to mention is from my good friend Jeff Copeland. Now this is the Viajero wallet, and it came after his wallet called the Traveler, which had a special feature to that. This is just a plain wallet, no special features. It's so interesting to look at, and it serves multiple purposes. It can serve as a cup on the tabletop. Let's say you're doing a wild coin routine. This can be the receptacle that you dump the coins in. You could come up with a weird chop cup routine using the wallet. But this is just an interesting looking piece to have on you. And again, this one, it's not as feminine looking as something like this. And I mean, like I said, you can hide this in your hand as you get your coins out, but this one I don't feel weird about taking it out, and it's actually an interesting object. I just highly, highly recommend these wallets from Jeff Copeland. You can get these from his website, copelandcoins.com, and they come in tons of different colors and patterns. Like some are two-toned, or you can just get solid colored ones. And consider getting the Traveler wallet too, which that comes with 3 hours of routines and instructions from Jeff. And again, that has a special feature to it. So I highly, highly recommend these two style of wallets. But again, I do still carry one of these on me. But so the advantage of these two is the big wide opening to get to your coins. If you need one coin out of a set, or you can dump all of them out. And the advantage to both of these is you can execute a Benzeas friction pass. And if you don't know what that is, read Bobos. So the third thing I wanted to talk about is filming yourself while practicing. This is so crucial to your development. I can't overemphasize it. Now, when you're starting to learn a move, you should be looking in the mirror and really understanding what's going on. Watch your fingers, understand the move, understand your angles and everything. But you're gonna have the most growth as soon as you begin filming yourself doing that move. Now, when you do film yourself, don't have your phone or whatever you're using, don't have the screen facing you, because that's the same as a mirror. You're gonna end up looking at yourself instead of just doing the move for the camera. I kind of laugh when I see people on Instagram and they're doing stuff like this. If you look at their eyes, you can tell they're looking at themselves in the camera screen. So they either haven't practiced enough and they need to look at themselves do that, or whatever they're doing has terrible angles, so they're making sure they don't tip this way or this way and flash. So when you're filming yourself, use the good camera, the rear-facing camera, so you don't see yourself. Perform the move for the camera, then analyze that footage, and it's going to tell you so much more about what you're doing than if you're watching your reflection. Also, it's going to train you for live performance. You should be looking into a spectator's eyes, not your hands, and you definitely won't have a reflection to look at. So filming yourself is definitely the best way to force growth out of yourself. Be critical of yourself when you look at that footage and have enough courage to say, that's just not good enough. I need to keep going and going. So a few little tips on filming are, you can get, these are cheap add-ons to any tripod. They fit right into the tripod. It's just a camera clip. So your phone sits right there. And this is just a travel tripod I have, but it's the same size screw for a full-size tripod. So this is a very inexpensive option to get your phone set up to be able to record. You can put, any angle you need, and your phone's not going to fall on the floor. Another little tip I have is just a selfie stick. Now, we know how cheap these are. You can get them at Walmart or anywhere. And all you need to do is be able to clip this to something. I recommend getting a couple of these. These are 99 cents at Home Depot, but it's a super strong clip that you can set this in and have this on the table. And then you have all the elevation you need from the selfie stick and the amount of tilt you need. So whether you're working on something as you're seated or standing up, this has the range for you. And you've spent $5. Another great way to hold a selfie stick that I use all the time is a mic stand. Now, I know everyone doesn't have a mic stand. If you wanted to go look for one, a good place is Habitat for Humanity. Where I live, they're called Restore, kind of a play on words. But so the selfie stick fits right in to where the microphone goes. So you have even more play with, the height that you need and the tilt right here in the selfie stick. And then if you want to turn the phone to get a portrait view, the mic stand turns like that, and then you just turn the selfie stick and clip the phone in here so you can get your portrait view or your landscape view. So I recommend this mic stand. It, to me, is the most versatile option. And again, if you're sitting at a table, this comes all the way down. So if you're doing a routine at the table and want to film that, this has got you covered also. So those are just a few ideas for using cheap things to, create solutions to be able to film hands-free, in any position. And I'm sure a lot of you have different devices and clips that already do that. Maybe something here gave you a new idea. The last thing I wanted to talk about in regards to practicing coin magic is take a break. You should practice as much as possible, but don't keep going at it and going at it and going at it, because you run the risk of creating a bad habit. Because if you're not filming yourself and just practicing a lot, you might be ingraining into your muscle memory the incorrect way of doing something. And by the time you do film yourself and look at that, you have to undo a lot of work. So the last tip I'm going to say is take a break, do something else. I love playing guitar, drawing, and I do love card magic, even though I do mostly coin magic. So during this time in quarantine, I've been focusing on my diagonal palm shift, which I still have to smooth out, but it's getting a lot better than when it was. So take a break, do some card magic or any other type of magic. And if you do have another hobby, work on that for a day or two. Go back to the coins. If you were having a problem specifically on one sleight, this might give you the fresh take that you needed to overcome that difficulty you were having. So while we're on the topic of practicing all day and learning when to take breaks and whatnot, a lot of people ask me, how much do I practice? And the easy answer is all the time. If I can have a coin in my hand, I do. And I'm fiddling with it, I'm doing something, I'm practicing one little move, or I'm subconsciously going through a drill and whatnot. I don't sit and really practice all that much. If I do, I'd say break up your time into 15 or 20 minute segments. So if I'm working on a full routine, I will sit down and work on that for a full 20 minutes or so. But then I'll take a break and do something else. No coins, I'll go watch a show or whatever. Then I'll come back to that routine. Or maybe you're just working on one move. Don't put so much time into it that you find yourself creating a bad technique out of it that you later discover after you film yourself. So again, try to have a coin with you all day and doing something subconsciously, working on your palms. And then if you have the time to sit down and work on a routine, or you want to focus on one move, don't put longer than 15 or 20 minutes into it. Do the work, take a break, come back to it. Maybe film yourself for the 15 to 20 minutes, then take a break, come back, look at the footage, and then adjust your technique. Then just do it again. Maybe take a break and then come back tomorrow. And you'll see how just these breaks create such progress for you. You let the analysis sink into your mind, and then you find the next day when you go back to that little technique, all of a sudden you've got it. So that's it for this week, guys. A little bit of a short video, but some other tips I thought of that might have made the other video a bit too long, which it already was pretty long. So I just wanted to put these on a separate video. And I'm thinking for next week, I've got ideas on adding another coin. So coin practice with 2 coins and what you can start doing with that. So I'll have a drill or 2 for you using 2 coins. And I thought it'd be cool to talk about spell battle. So come back next week, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and watch last week's video for more detailed advice on practicing with coins. Thanks.